In this case, we can see that one of our reviewers received a comment on this. Now, normally in operations, you wouldn't see this. In normal operations, given that we're in the initial submission phase, you wouldn't see a comment on a submitted report. But we wanted to put a comment in so that you could see what that would look like. So there's the report comment, and you can see that the report comments is closed. We're currently in the initial submission period, so you couldn't add a comment on this particular field or this particular report. Okay. So now if we go back up, we can see the vendors section. These are the vendors for the report. We can see that there are 2 vendors. It identifies them by name. It identifies them by the DUNS number and the amount of the award. It includes of course, at the top, this is the prime award information, associated prime award information. We can tell that both of these are prime recipient vendors because there's no information in the sub-award field. If there had been information in the sub-award field, we would have known that these would have been vendors associated with the subrecipient instead of the prime recipient, and that would have given us the ability to see which subrecipient the vendor was associated with. Okay, let's go back home. I think there's still a little bit more to look at. We went through all of that going through the prime recipient report, but if the recipient was submitting reports both as a prime recipient and a subrecipient, they might have reports in both places. So we can see the subrecipients under the prime recipient heading that were submitted to the prime recipient, but we can also see the subrecipient reports that this individual has submitted. And in this case, he hasn't. So there are no subrecipient reports for this particular recipient. He's only acted as a prime recipient. But this would be where we would see those particular reports. Now let's continue on down. Let's go back home, and so we have a common frame of reference, but the menu bar remains consistent. So we'll go to My Account. This is the area where you can update your contact information. It shows who you are and where you are and how to get in touch with you. It affiliates you with an organization. This is populated from the DUNS number and allows you to edit the information or deactivate this particular account. This would be the individual recipient account. Okay, now we'll just go over here and we'll hop over to, at the top, we'll go back to this as well. You can also access your messages from this particular screen. Okay, these are the same messages that we saw before. Recall we viewed 2, so now we have 2 left. And also from the My Messages screen, you can switch over to My Information screen, My Information tab. We didn't do that previously because I knew we'd get to that part. Okay, next we have My Work Queue. If someone has commented on a report, this would be where it would show up. And in this case, we can see there was a comment submitted on this recipient report. Now, once again, you wouldn't see a comment on a recipient report at this stage in the reporting cycle, but we wanted to include a report comment so that you could see how they looked. This is what it would look like in the work queue. And once again, it just takes you to the field, to the field. The field set with the recipient report. You can click on this and view the associated comment, and we've already seen this. Please upload the award date to this corrected date. Okay, continue to move down the menu. This is the request the FR pin. This is the process that happened during the registration phase. You would have done this much earlier than this. You enter in the DUNS number, click OK, sends a message to the points of contact. They validate that you are in fact somebody who is authorized to report for that particular organization, and they will let you know what your DUNS number or what your FR pin is. This last item is actually a work in progress right now. It's a list of registered DUNS so that people can see which organizations have registered with the federalreporting.gov website. That's not currently active, but that's essentially what will be there. That may be useful for recipients to see whether their organization is already registered, and then also may be useful for agencies to help remind recipients that they need to register and that there will be an expectation of reporting. The next two items, the templates and the Microsoft Excel template. This is an extractable file that has both the grants and contracts template in it, and also an information sheet about completing that information. And then the same thing with the XML schema. It's got the XML data structure for submitting the information in that particular format. Then lastly, we have a button that allows you to connect to the service desk, and you complete this information, and then you can start chat, and it will be an online chat service similar to many other instant messaging and live connection kinds of text messages online. Okay, that summarizes the interface overview for federalreporting.gov, and I hope that you feel a little more comfortable about the federalreporting.gov interface and a little more confident about the relative ease of the reporting process. So good luck on completing your recipient reports and doing whatever reviews you need to do.